Warning: the following content may not be suitable for all audiences. There are frequent depictions of violence against all ages and demographics, evidence of drug abuse, swearing, and sections of brief sexual content. You have been warned. For those of you who don't know, Ready or Not is a tactical SWAT simulator where trigger discipline is imperative and positioning can mean life or death. It is known for its difficulty and realism, and I'm attempting it without a primary or secondary weapon. This is my challenge run of Gunless %. So now we discuss the rules of the challenge. As the name would suggest, I'm not allowed to use guns. This means any item in the primary or secondary slot. I'm also disallowing the launcher equipment type, as it doesn't feel in spirit of the challenge. All other equipment, though, is on the table, except tasers. I will not allow myself to use tasers until after so many attempts, or for missions that require them to subdue certain suspects. So we officially start the challenge on Commander mode. Select standard difficulty because hard is, well, hard, and casual is just a little too easy. I want this to be fun, but also somewhat challenging. So in order to actually do a gunless % of Ready or Not, we have to go and make a loadout. That's gunless. It's kind of there in the title. So I customize my loadout. So I change my armor over to light armor, pop on the ceramic plate for the full nullification of damage until the plate breaks instead of the reduction from steel. It's better on light armor anyway. And then I take all the bullets out of my gun. I can't use them anyway. I need all the equipment slots I can get. Light armor gives me the most and still gives me room to breathe without being one-tapped. It's just better for the run. So here I actually select my guns, which is kind of the antithesis of the challenge, but you have to bring two, even if you don't bring any bullets. You can't just not bring them. It's stupid, I know. But I choose the non-lethal submachine gun, the TPL. It just takes the least amount of the screen up when I'm prepping a grenade, so it's the choice to make. Equipment changes throughout the run through the different levels, but immediately I settle on an even mix of CS gas and flashbangs. Flashbangs provide instant suppression, providing an instant surrender, and CS gas keeps up sustain so people don't get back up. So here's not important. I just play a little dress up, make sure to throw on the Iron Man watch to make sure people know I'm good at the video game. Here I also do the same with my AI and making sure to remove the ammo out of their guns, so they don't shoot anybody. They'll be held at the door, but just in case. I know I will need to rely on them later, however. Later missions get pretty hard, and, well, I have to give them equipment, knowing that I'll use them in the future. And thus ends the prelude for the run. Everything's finished from now on. We select the first mission. Thank you, come again. A robbery in progress at a gas station.
Down on the ground,
just
now!
don't shoot!
Officers are outside. Go.
You don't run. You don't say shit. Got it?
Don't do this, please!
Police, don't fucking move!
No more, man. No more. Yo, what the fuck?
I don't fuck with no police.
Lead to talk.
Entry team, this is Tom. Trailer's on the way.
Get on the ground now! Drop it now! Drop the weapon and put your hands up! Hands on your head, move! Calm down.
Alright, man.
Please,
I had enough.
I'm a good person.
You take these
Entry team to talk. We have a suspect in custody.
This is Talk. Trailer's
When we
ready.
exit, stay quiet and stay low. Stay down and turn around. Don't make this worse on yourself.
This is the first time I've been picked up.
I'm trying to live large, man.
Talk.
I got
One
nothing.
suspect in custody, compliant.
I do nothing.
Entry team, this is Talk. Keep going.
Whatever you say, boy.
Element to talk. Civilian cuffed and ready for trailers.
Talk reporting. We're ready for him.
I was raised on the streets, bro.
Lead to talk. Suspect secured.
This is Talk. Continue with objectives.
Hands up now. Drop to your knees. Get down on your knees. Hostile secured. Get on the ground now!
Why did you? Okay, don't shoot.
Stay calm.
It's not me you want.
Talk. Civilian restrained and ready for transport. Hands up! Down on your knees!
Talk reporting. Continue mission.
Element to talk. Notify trailers. Civilian is DOA.
Element, this is Talk. Proceed with mission.
Get on the fucking ground!
I'm not
Do
putting
it,
down
drop it,
shit.
and get down!
All right, fuck it. You got me.
Stay still. Do not move.
This the only life I got.
Lead to talk. Suspect in custody.
Talk to entry team. Send them our way.
Down on the ground!
I'm not going down. Brace yourself, motherfucker.
Drop the weapon now! Please drop down! Do not move. Stay forward.
I ain't done.
Entry team to talk. We got a suspect here ready for trailers.
There's
Talk here.
nothing on me.
Trailers notified.
Search and secure the area.
it.
Maybe you should go after the guys robbing the place?
Talk. Civilian standing by for trailers.
Lead, this is Talk. Trailers incoming.
Element to talk.
I swear you
Civilian
all just
cuffed and
looking for
pressed from the
trouble.
back.
Talk to lead. Trailers en route.
That was a dramatic cut. The rest of the video won't be like that. There will be bits and pieces, but most will be in first person. The next mission is 23 megabytes a second. Shots were fired in an apartment complex, and we're going to respond. First few missions are pretty easy. I don't die a whole lot, and when I do, it's pretty boring. So this is the winning attempt. After walking up this set of stairs on the right, up to the second floor where most of the enemies spawn, the door here is not open. I open it, throw a flash in. That stuns at least one of them. So I tell him to put down, he surrenders, and I hear the other one behind the servers. He wasn't stunned by the flash. He shoots me more than a couple times, which scares me a little bit. He starts to reload, so I bash him once, hopefully lower the morale. He keeps shooting me and runs off. It's cause for concern because now he can run back in the room at any time. He's aggressive. I panic a little bit and pull out the wrong gadget. I pull out the pepper spray thinking he might peek again. The steps showed me that he ran off. So I cuff this guy, pull out my shield, make my way over to the doorway.
Beauty, keep coming.
Hell nah, you guys gon' kill me.
Heard the suspect speak, so I know he's on my immediate right. I really should have flashed around this corner. I didn't really see him here. I start yelling and trying to locate him, trying to get him to yell back. And so I just pepper spray him. I should have grenaded and kept myself in safety, but alas, I made the mistake, and he rushes me. Pull out my shield, my panic, and he takes the pepper spray stun late. I bash him while he reloads, which lowers his morale enough for him to surrender. Not much happens here. I keep my shield up in case he pulls another gun. I cuff him and move on. Moving forward, I keep shouting to locate suspects. I check down here because I thought I heard someone on the stairs, and I do. It's this guy right here. Watching his behavior, I notice he's already got low morale, so I go to pepper spray him. He's probably not going to shoot me. And then he pulls his gun up. I should have put my shield back up here, but accuracy is affected by pepper spray, so I'm relatively safe. So I bash him forward a couple times, and during the reload, he surrenders. You also probably notice my shield taking damage. Now, that's just visual. The glass cracks every time you take damage, and when over a certain threshold of damage where you'd probably be blind, the shield clears itself.
We have one suspect in custody.
Immediately after securing this location, though, I start to take fire from Mother's room. So I take cover and prep a stinger, thinking that some of the balls will bounce and clear maybe a little bit into the Mother's apartment.
Hands up! Drop the weapon! Put the weapon down!
So I secure the situation, make sure it's safe, start cuffing people. I should have cuffed the suspect first so he doesn't get back up, but I ask him to move towards me because I hear somebody else in the room.
You're ready for trailers.
Talk here.
Hands up
Trailer's
above
on the
your
way.
head.
Seeing his behavior and seeing that his gun isn't immediately up, he isn't going to start shooting me instantly. So I pull out the pepper spray, and that tanks his morale just enough for him to surrender. During these types of surrenders, though, they can flinch back up and start shooting, so I always pull out my shield during these. So I cuff this guy and clear the rest of the apartment. This is the mother. She's always in this room. We're now entering the hard part of the mission. So I throw a gas grenade through the open part of this vent, clearing the computer room. Make my way over to the entrance of Michael's apartment. Plant a C2 on the door just to knock out anybody that might be in front of it. Throw my first flashbang, which inevitably bounces back out of the room and stuns me. Prep my next one, and make sure to aim it deep in the room for maximum stun. This one's also a 9-bang. The front hallway looks clear, so I secure the guy in the bathroom, who's probably not going to shoot me because he doesn't have a gun in his hand, and also he's in a casual stance, so he's already low morale. I ask the guy in the hallway to move towards me so I can cuff him in safety. Then I pull out my shield to peek the hallway again. This guy already has low morale, you can tell by his stance, but I'm scared of another guy pushing me. As he goes to lower his gun, I pull out my pepper spray, which I really shouldn't spray him because it might cancel the animation of him pull his gun back up. Once he's surrendered, he won't get down on his knees until I'm close and yell at him. In relative safety, I peek this corner and spot the main suspect, Michael. And I also realize I'm getting shot from my back as well. This corner is extremely unsafe. The guy from the right strafes across and shoots me, making his way to the bedroom, and the civilian makes a mad dash for the exit. One compliance knock is all it takes for him to surrender. And I notice the guy on the left there, his arm's peeking out a little bit. So, I prep a flash and throw it in that room. Though it stuns the guy I'm trying to get to surrender, I make my way over to this room in relative safety, and I notice another guy in the bedroom. He notices me and starts shooting. He then makes a run for the exit, pulling out his pistol and keeping me suppressed. I realize I'm in danger here. One suspect outside the room now, two suspects inside the room that have a chance to get back up and draw another gun on me. It's a difficult situation. So I make my way over to the bedroom, trying to close this door and minimize the sight on me when I start to take fire from in front of me. As well as one of the guys surrendering, got up and pulled his pistol on me. He runs somewhere, presumably to the exit. After some struggle, I succeed in shutting this door, realize that this guy's no longer surrendered, get him to comply. He gets on the ground, and I keep my shield up towards the exit. Another suspect runs out of the room, so now there's at least two suspects outside the room. This minimizes the risk of being inside the room, but they can push in at any time now. So I use what little safety I have to cuff this guy.
Suspect is in our custody.
Peek the computer room. I should have my shield up here, but I don't.
Great work.
Now I
Keep
throw in a
going.
gas grenade to make sure that nobody pushes me from that angle.
Oh shit!
Here's a good reminder of why I should always have my shield up. Guy shoots me from outside the room. So, albeit late, I pull up my shield to get safety from the entryway and go to push Michael. I hear him coughing, so I know he's quick to comply. I'm worried he won't instantly comply, so I give him a quick bash. Still late. My screen goes red here because I'm still being affected by the gas. I'm running flash goggles and not a gas mask. As I'm cuffing Michael, the guy from outside the room pushes in. I panic, throw a stinger.
Talk to lead.
As that stinger goes off, I prep another one as he gets stunned and needlessly waste the stinger. Pull out my shield because I'm still panicking and go to cuff the guy because I'm pretty sure he's the last one.
Get it. We're trying to
Lead the talk.
As I go to push the hallway again, I pull out my shield because I know there's one more outside the room. Unless he's pushed back in, which he did. I get shot from the left. He starts to reload. I take cover, start to prep a flash, and throw as he repositions. Could have been really dangerous if he pushed into me. Thankfully, the flash goes off, stuns him, he complies, I cuff him, and the order to chaos happens right there. The rest of the mission is me securing the last few objectives and commanding my squad to bag up all the rest of the evidence. And dancing in front of the computer a little bit, just for fun. So I ultimately score an S rank on the mission. There's gonna be a lot of those because I don't really have any means of killing anybody. Now I can explain why I'm playing in Commander mode instead of just Quick Play mode. Although I won't be using my squad for most missions, their traits, like the one you see, are incredibly useful. Traits, when unlocked, will provide certain abilities for both you and your officers. They can range from being convenient, like Door Kicker, which lets you instantly kick open any door you want at any time, or invaluable, like Intimidator, which makes suspects hesitate a little before shooting. I won't go in depth on what every trait does, but I will show you what Intimidator does. So suspects have 2 meters, essentially acting as their non-lethal health. Morale and stress. My understanding of these mechanics, without shouting, morale lowers and stress raises, just when an officer is present and noticed. Equipment, like flashbangs and stingers, will shoot down morale, causing an almost instant surrender. However, just yelling at a suspect or firing warning shots near them will shoot up their stress and also lower their morale. My understanding of the Intimidator trait is that suspects won't shoot at you until after a certain stress threshold. This way, as long as suspects aren't too stressed out, they won't shoot at me and I can get them to comply without risk. Our next mission is Twisted Nerve, a meth-producing set of neighborhood homes. I'm also going to provide a content warning for this next mission. As well as containing the usual violence, it also contains the gruesome reality of what meth does to people. Skip to this timestamp if you want to skip over this mission entirely. If not, you're good to keep watching. I only died once in this mission, and as aggravating as that was to me, it wasn't very fun to watch. So, as per usual, here's the winning attempt. Also, this mission is really dark, so I turn on my night vision here. Even with the night vision though, it's still really dark in some areas. This is also when missions start to get really long. I speed through most of the boring stuff, but it's much longer compared to previous. I find my first suspect here. He walks back inside the house, and I'm not shot at from the overhang, so that's a good thing.
Police, get down!
Not a chance. Fuck
He complies relatively quickly, and I spot a civvy inside the house. Nothing intense yet.
Put your hands up!
Why? Fuck no!
Down on your knees!
I'm not gonna do anything.
As I move into cuff, I hear a door open. I finish the cuff and instantly turn around, pull out my shield, and see that it's just a civilian that came out of the bathroom. But as I look in the bathroom, it wasn't just a civilian, it was a man with a shotgun. Here's a good example of what Intimidator does. See how he's aimed at me and not shooting? If just one officer in your squad has the perk, it's a 50% chance every time their gun raises to not shoot. Thankfully, he doesn't raise his gun again, so I don't have to win the coin flip, and he complies.
I'm done fucking around, okay?
Police, get down!
You're under arrest. Do not move.
Do you even have a warrant?
So after making this arrest, I go and arrest the other two, and clear the rest of the house's first floor.
Hands up! Put your fucking hands up! Get around now! Police, hands up! Hands up! Down your knees!
There's no engagements until right now. Me and this woman have a shouting match together, which results in no winner, and evolves into something further.
You're not the only one with a gun, bitch.
Hands up, asshole!
No fucking way.
Knowing she retreated into that room, I step down and prep a flash.
My ass, pig.
In watching this footage back, I cannot believe that this didn't stun either of them. Come on.
Police, don't move! Drop it now!
So I follow the woman back into the bedroom where I know she ran to. Just as I'm checking the bedroom, that second guy ran into the bathroom, which I get good Intimidator value out of because he doesn't shoot me, and the woman starts shooting me anyway. So to neutralize both of them, I throw in flashbang as the second guy runs out of the room.
Police, hands up! Put the
I'm
weapon
surrendering,
down!
alright?
So I do something here called arrest canceling. It's where you start the arrest and immediately exit it. It causes a suspect to drop a second gun if they have one, and also bugs them out so where they can't get up from their surrender either. After all that, I spray down and chase down this guy, and he starts to surrender. I accidentally spray him again, but he still surrenders.
Hands on your head! Do it now!
Stay down and turn around.
Hands up!
Ellie, we got a suspect here ready for escort.
Doctor, please,
Stay
keep
quiet,
going.
do not move.
You want to be man, don't you?
Ready to move out. We got a suspect here ready trailers.
Doctor, where? Keep going.
Hands up now. Drop your knees.
So after securing the former suspects and tagging these objectives, I'm greeted by a man with a knife.
Drop the knife.
We start with a shouting match, which doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't immediately chase me down, so I pull out my pepper spray and start spraying him. That must have made him angry though, because then he starts chasing me and trying to stab me.
Put the knife down. Put the knife on the ground.
He manages his first stab here. My spray must have jammed or something here. Second stab here, so I start spraying again, which thankfully gets him to comply just fast enough. And that little that you heard was me entering critical health. But I think I said it best when I said live. Those knives are no joke. So I clear out the rest of the second floor, making sure to clear every room. And this next room has an objective in it. It's an injured child. Make sure to skip to the timestamp if you don't want to see it. I really think this shows the reality and the weight of the situation. I know I'm playing the game in a silly and fun way, but it's genuinely depressing at times, and this is not as heavy as it gets. So moving past that, I make my way over to the makeshift sky bridge, place some C2 on the door, and blow this popsicle stand. So you'll probably notice that it looks like I killed a guy here, and my officer even reports him as dead, but he's merely incapacitated by the explosion. He gets back up as soon as I cuff him. So as the rest of the clip finishes, I'm going to explain C2 a little bit. C2 can be placed on any door, and when detonated, will instantly knock it down. If someone is close enough to the explosion, it will incapacitate them like seen here. It also does 50 points of morale damage, oftentimes leading to a quick surrender. Moving forward, I go to check the attic. I shout into it so I know people are there, and as I step in, I hear my officer say, "Put the knife down." So I get scared that a knife's gonna rush me, so I throw in a 9-bang. Flash warning. As the 9-bang's popping, I make my way up into the attic and find out that she hasn't put the knife down. So I throw in another stinger as she complies and ultimately waste it. After securing the attic, I go into the next hall. Check the lock, find out that it's locked, and go to pick it. Peek the door, so I can open it with my shield out. Keep getting yelled at by a guy to my right. So looking into the hallway, I find out 2 guys are here, both armed. So after a relatively short shouting match, one backs away and slips out, and the other starts to comply.
Stop! I'm done!
The other guy being so vocal doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. I'm scared that it might rush me, so I ask the first guy to turn around and later move towards me so I can arrest him in a safe location.
Move forward. Move there. Stay the walk.
So after cuffing this guy, I pull out my shield, make sure to clear the next room, find a meth lab for my objective to finish, and find the other guy with the gun.
Get down and keep your
There's some shouting at a distance, and I'm really surprised that this works. He surrenders.
Police, get down on the ground.
It's done! I'm giving up!
After he gives up, I make my way down the stairs and make sure to check the rest of the room. I find a civvy in one of the side rooms, shout her down, and cuff the suspect.
Now.
No way. No fucking
Let
way.
me see those hands.
Are you
Don't talk. We have suspect in custody.
What the hell? What did I do?
After cuffing both of them, I shout at this door for a while to make sure nobody's in this room. Then I remember there's a room upstairs that I haven't cleared yet, so I go do that.
Put your hands up.
I hear at least 2 people in the room after shouting at it, likely one suspect and one civilian. So I go to pick the lock and ultimately decide to use my C2 on it.
Down on your knees.
Sadly, it's just a civvy in this first room. The suspect is in the bathroom.
Whatever you need me to do.
So I'm scared that he'll kick down the door on me and rush me. So I keep my shield up, check the lock, find out that it's locked, and start to pepper spray him through the door.
Police, get down. Keep your hands up.
Eventually, that stops working, so I have to use more drastic measures. I pick the lock, going to throw a stinger grenade in, and he opens the door on me. He doesn't shoot at me because I won the Intimidator coin flip, and I managed to throw the stinger in and pull out my shield. He complies really quickly.
Calm down.
So I go to cuff both the suspect and the civilian and make my way back downstairs.
Something could go without.
Talk to entry team. Great work, entry team. Keep it up.
So I peek the door to make my way through with my shield out and find that nobody's in here. There's one civilian on the far back wall behind that curtain, so I go to check this closet and make sure there's no threat. After making sure it's safe, I make my way over to her and get her to comply.
Hey, over
Police,
here!
down on the ground!
I'm complying!
This is protocol.
Wait, you're not serious, right?
After cuffing her, I finish clearing the rest of the rooms and make my way outside. I get shouted at and threatened from somewhere, so I check the front of the building, find out the door wasn't open, so I make my way back inside, into the backyard. Still wondering where I'm getting shouted from, I check around and figure out that it's in the tunnels.
Get down!
There's a guy in the tunnels, I'm not sure where. I do not see him here, and even looking at the footage, I cannot see him here, so I'm really glad he's so vocal revealing his location to me.
Drop the weapon now!
So, after some prolonged shouting,
Drop the weapon now! Drop the weapon and get
I hear a
down!
voice line that he might be complying.
Hands up, asshole! Now!
He then immediately rescinds it and insults me.
Eat shit and fucking
Get on the
die.
ground!
Making my
now!
way over to him, though, I see the gun highlight on the floor to know that he's dropped it. Even with the night vision, I can't see anything, so I pull out my primary and use the flashlight on it.
Hands on your head!
And you could
now!
say that I used a gun to see in the dark, but I don't think this counts as a failure. I didn't pull the trigger. I just used it as a flashlight.
Suspect restrained and under our
After
control.
cuffing him, I make my way through the rest of the
Trailers
tweaker
incoming.
tunnels.
Proceed with caution.
Hands on your head!
I'm shocked to find that there's not at least one guy on this flare here, because usually there is. But I hear somebody shout back from further in, so I push in.
I'm not doing a fucking thing.
As I go deeper though, another person shouts back at me, this one much closer. As soon as I come around the corner, he pulls his gun up and I get good intimidator value because he doesn't shoot.
Police, hands on your head!
After shouting at him a while, I think I hear footsteps behind me, so I take cover and turn around. I don't, it's just the water dripping, and I make my way back to him. As soon as I round the corner, he instantly aims at me, and Intimidator saves my life again. After a bit more yelling and a single shield bash, he complies.
Fine, I'm done.
Let me see those hands!
After he gets down, I go to cuff him and make the arrest. Pull my shield back out and traverse the rest of the tunnel trying to find the last guy.
Trailers
It doesn't take long, and he immediately starts telling me where to stick it.
Fuck with me.
Put the weapon
After a
down.
small amount of screaming back and forth at each other, he starts to comply.
Okay, I won't do anything else.
LSPD,
Okay, no
don't
more. You
move!
got me.
Look away.
After making the arrest, I wonder why Order to Chaos doesn't prop, the objective for securing all suspects. So I pull out my shield and continue clearing house. This is the last building in the area, so I know I'm relatively safe. I keep shouting, thinking the last suspect is somewhere close, and I was correct in my assumption, and he runs back in the first house. Knowing he has a knife, though, I'm not taking any chances, so I flashbang him.
Put the knife on the ground!
Almost immediately after the flashbang explodes, or maybe even a little bit before, he complies, and that means I bring Order to Chaos.
You need to
After
relax.
slapping the cuffs on him, I command my squad to search and secure all evidence remaining. Following footage is me going through the map again and bagging up everything that I missed. Feel free to skip ahead about 30 seconds if you don't want to watch all of it. Here my AI stops searching and I just give up on trying to find the last piece of evidence. It's not worth the S rank. A's just the same anyway. Finishing a mission at such a high rank anyway still increases my officer's XP, which unlocks another trait of paramedic, letting an officer be saved instead of dying. And so that concludes the third Ready or Not mission. With 15 left to go, it'll only get harder from here. So, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also dreading it. If you've enjoyed this, you can leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, you can state in the comments your reason why and give me a dislike. Or if you want to watch more for any reason, the playlists are linked here, for both my speedruns and this series. Thanks for watching.